the better it is that you will actually eat it. Okay, booger wooger. For da, 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 da. Hey y'all, I see 3 people. I don't know who it is. Oh shit! My husband didn't sent me this video. I'll check that out later. I'm gonna give a couple more people a chance to come in, and we gonna get started. I have a couple of things that I want to talk about this all in with Ari situation. I want to talk about something. Let me see, is my moderator. See if she can come through. I've been watching some. I'm gonna just get started. If people come in, they just come in, and they'll be able to catch up. I've been watching some videos about this all in. Happy Monday. I've been watching some videos about this all in with Ari situation, and some of these people are starting to sound crazy, like legit crazy about this situation. Because I watched one woman's video, and I'm gonna go back and tell you guys the name of this woman. And she basically said that people have a right to content creators' information, personal information. You don't have a right to anything. You don't have a right to any of my personal information. None of it. You don't have the right to know when I got a divorce. You don't have the right to know anything about my children. If I divulge that information to you, if I put that information in a video that's different. Hey, Phoenix, thanks for coming, sweetie. If I put that, I'm Phoenix. I was watching somebody else that made a video about this all in with Ari, because this stuff is trending. Like, it's going viral on YouTube. And I watched this woman's video today, and this woman had the audacity to say that subscribers have a right to content creators' personal information. Like, she said that her subscribers, Ari's subscribers, have a right to know all of this stuff that happened in Ari's personal life. We don't have a right to any of that woman's information. Now, Unfortunately, her stuff is public record. You know what I mean? So you can, if you have her name and stuff, you can go to these websites and pull these documents off of these websites, which really sucks because there's a minor child involved in this situation. It's not just this woman, but it's a minor child involved. And this woman's family who don't have nothing to do with YouTube. Like my family don't do YouTube. It's nobody else in my family doing YouTube. Nobody. I'm the only person in my family that does YouTube. Like my kids do have some videos up on YouTube, but they're not like this. They're not like what I do. They don't come on here every day. Like my kids have legit jobs and stuff. So none of my subscribers have the right to reach out to my children and ask them questions about me, or go and try to look up my divorce records, or go and try to see if I have arrest records. Or you don't have the right to do that. Like, why would you do that? Why, for one, why would you think that that's okay? Why is that why? At first I was like, okay, this case is, or this situation is interesting. This woman blew up on YouTube and she's not who people think she is. But the way that people are going about this is basically cyberbullying. They are cyberbullying this woman. They are looking for her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend. They're trying to find him to do interviews. And I'm like, God damn. This is bullying at this point. They have a right to know where their money goes for donations if she solicits. But she wasn't soliciting donations, though. The money was going to her. Just like if someone gives me a cash app for my birthday, it's not your business what I do with the money. If I want to go out and get I was about to say something crazy, but I don't want to say that. But if I wanted to go out and buy Mary Jane or a vape pen or something with the money that you gave me, you gave it to me. So you don't have the right to ask where the money is going. Now, if she was saying that if she was doing a GoFundMe and she was saying that I'm collecting this money or raising this money for a homeless organization, that's different. But she didn't have a GoFundMe. She just had regular Cash App, and I think she had Venmo or something, or Zelle, or one of those. I know she had Cash App. So that's nobody's business. You're giving me the money. You're giving me money. I can do whatever I want to do with it. Now, if someone, I'm the type of person, if someone gives me some money and says, hey, this is for Gizmo, get Gizmo a toy. Like on his birthday, somebody gave a donation for Gizmo. I put that money towards his dog food because his food is kind of expensive. Like, he don't eat just like regular dog food. I have to go to a special store to get his dog food. He can't eat the stuff at like Petco or PetSmart or Walmart and places like that. I have to go to this store called Pet Food Express that sells a more high end dog food. But it's not high end, it's just some of the food doesn't have the things that he's allergic to, like chicken and beef. So he has to eat like turkey, lamb, and fish. And this place has a lot of those type of foods, not the cheaper end dog foods that they sell at like Walmart and Target and places like that. So, I go there. Now that's different. If they say, "Hey, this is for Gizmo," then it's for Gizmo. Will make sure that either I get him some food or I buy him a cute little toy. But if you make a donation to me, like someone gave me money for my birthday, I don't have to tell you what I did with that money. That ain't your business. And if you didn't want to give it to me to just for me to have, if I had to give you an itemized listing of what I did with the money, keep your money. So I don't believe that this woman owes people anything. If you gave her money out of the kindness of your heart, then she should be able to spend it any way she wants. Like people got mad when she went to the Mercedes-Benz dealership. Then don't give her no money. Because after you give it to her, she should be able to, spend it any way she wants. Like, see, that's the thing. You don't know these people that um, you don't know these people. You don't know people that you are making donations to. We don't know this woman. This, for all we know, she could be a drug addict. She could just be a clean drug addict. Not all drug addicts look horrible. Some of them are functioning drug addicts. My ex-husband was a functioning alcoholic. He went to work every day, until one day he just went to work and stopped off before he went to work and got drunk and went to work and went to the break room, got up on the break table and went to sleep. His whole shift. But before that happened, he had been functioning just fine, doing his whole job. So we don't know this woman. And that's the chance you take when you give money to people. That woman can do whatever she want to do with her donations. I mean, now people are asking for, some people are asking for their money back because the component of her story that involves her child is triggering for a lot of people. That component is triggering for me as a mother, but I'm looking at this whole situation like it could not have been that bad because she did not go to jail. And the baby was released from the hospital after only a couple of days. So either those documents that people are pulling off the internet, either that stuff is fake, or this injury wasn't really as bad as it's being reported. Because it's being said now that when the baby was released from the hospital, CPS stepped in and took custody of the child right there. And the mother, Ari, they let her go home. Now, had this been a really big deal to where they really thought this mama had hurt her child, Ari would have been arrested. She would have did time. She didn't do no time. She didn't go to jail behind this. So the baby, it must not have been as bad as, people are making it out to be. And some people are saying, well, it had to have been bad if they had to transfer the baby to another hospital. That's not true. That's not true. Because I have been in the hospital and had to be transferred to another facility only because the facility that I was in did not have an MRI machine. Their MRI machine was down. So they had to transfer me via ambulance to another facility in another city. That does happen. So maybe where the baby was, maybe where she took the child, they didn't have a CAT scan or MRI machine. Not all clinics have those. So maybe that was one of the reasons why they had to transfer the baby to another hospital. Or they wanted a specialist, and the specialist was only at a certain hospital. Maybe that was the reason why. We don't know. People are looking at these documents and just making up the rest of the story in their minds, which is classic witch hunt scenario. And a lot of these people, especially these men, are from the manosphere. They hate women anyway. And here is the classic woman that they hate. Young, pretty, somebody that they will never ever get a chance with. They hate her. And it shows. It shows. And it's a lot of men. I think it was a man that started all this mess. And I never have any type of respect for men that sit around and gossip all day anyway. I just don't. I don't have no respect for a man that sit around on his computer and gossip with a bunch of women all day about another woman. Like you don't have nothing to do but sit up and go pull records on a woman, look for a woman's documents to, talk about how horrible a person she is. That's what your life consists of. Making videos, because this one man, he has truly turned his whole life into making this woman miserable. Like he is making YouTube videos. His videos are highly edited. He's making shorts, everything. He didn't probably made about 50, 11 dozen videos about this woman. Dogging her out. Trying to get in contact with her ex-boyfriend. Like, this is weird to me. Wanting to interview her family members and stuff. This is weird. Like, some of y'all got issues. It's okay to want to talk about the situation or, do reactions to her videos. But when you start wanting to contact the person's family and pull up their personal history and their tickets and all of this kind of stuff. Oh, thank you. Thank you, RJ. When you start wanting to pull up the person's history and all this kind of stuff, I I start to look at all of these people like, what's wrong with y'all? Why? What is it? RJ, what I'm talking about is a young lady, a new YouTuber. She's only been on YouTube for, I think, 4 weeks. And she has, her channel grew basically overnight. So she has like 80 some thousand subscribers. Her first video hit 1 million views because she living in her car. So she's a pretty girl. She got pretty privilege on her side. And because of that, people have been flocking to her channel, giving her donations, and leaving her positive messages and scriptures and all of that because she is a Christian. And so they found out that she has a CD past. She's been arrested for petty crimes like stealing from Walmart, and I think one was driving under. Now, driving under the influence to me is not petty because you can actually not only hurt yourself but hurt an innocent person. So I never look at DUI as petty. Never. So I think she had like a DUI or whatever. But people on the internet found her, all of her information. And then there was also a component where her 3-month-old baby was hurt in her care. And it's not, there are court records because she lost custody of the child basically because of that and some other things that she did. She has lost custody of her child. So her child is in the custody of the child's father. Now, the child is 9 years old now. And people on the internet have found all of her court documents and on some website. Like, I didn't even know you could do this. Like, this is legit doxing. Even though this information is public record, it's still doxing because she didn't put the information out. She didn't bring out any of this information. She said she wasn't ready to tell her entire story yet. And people are mad and saying, oh, well, she should have told everybody everything before people started donating to her channel, because had they known she had this CD past, some people said, that they wouldn't have given her any money. And some people are questioning the fact that is she really living in her car, or is this whole thing just a scam or a ploy to make money on YouTube? They're using terms like sad fishing, and I guess that's where you come up with a sad story in order for people to help you out on YouTube. And so if she is sad fishing, it's wrong. If she is doing this for people to give her money, it's wrong. But on the flip side, what people are doing to her is wrong. Because you don't have a right to look up this woman's personal information about her son, her ex-boyfriend, none of that. Because I'm pretty sure the people that are doing this to her doesn't want anyone to go back and find information about them. And I'm not saying that everybody, like if you go on any public records thing, for me, the only thing you're gonna find is I don't even think do tickets, like just speeding tickets, show up there. Like you may find a speeding ticket, but I went to traffic court and cleared that up because I didn't want a point on my record. But I wouldn't want anybody, like, damn, if you want to know something about me, just ask me. I would rather people ask me instead of going somewhere trying to, oh well, I went to public records and I got your divorce degree, and I'd be like, oh well, can you send me a copy of that, because I lost mine. I don't even have it. I don't even have my original divorce papers. And I don't think anybody that follows me should have it. If y'all don't like the woman, just stop watching. Just stop watching. RJ said that makes me think of the nice grandpa that used to sing cover songs and turned out to be a who was the nice grandpa? I don't know who that is, child. Who was the nice grandpa? I missed that. Yeah, they doxed this woman. But see, that's the thing though, RJ. She didn't she didn't collect the money. She never asked them for money. She just put her Cash App and stuff on her channel. She never asked them. She just made the information available. But she never said, give me your money. Or can you help me? Or can you give me... She never said that. She just made her Cash App available. Like all YouTubers do. My Cash App is available. I don't ask people, but I can put that little ticker down there with my Cash App. And anybody that wants to donate can. Sonny said, I love the idea of giving birth naturally, but I really only have one friend that actually did that. She has two girls, and sadly, her husband had to go. I gave birth naturally. What do you mean by naturally? What do you mean? I gave birth naturally. Back in when I was having kids, they wasn't passing out epidurals every time you gave birth. They wasn't doing that in the 80s. We was out here having babies naturally. I didn't have, if that's what you mean, but like not having I didn't have an epidural. So I guess I had a natural birth both times. I had two natural births. Oh, that's okay, girl. I got it. Yeah, but is she really a grifter though? If if she didn't say, if she never put on her channel what the donations were for, she never said, like she made it seem like the donations, you're helping me. She never said, like, I'm contributing to a cause, or, I'm trying to, like, she had said that her goal is to one day be able to, help homeless people, or, maybe start a foundation or something. But is she really a grifter if, people just want to give her money? And this is 2022. Shouldn't people be a little bit smarter about who they give their money to? Like, you just don't give your money to everybody you see on the internet. They gave her money because they thought she was pretty. Like, I can get on here with a sob story. Ain't nobody gonna give me shit. They not gonna give me a dime. The men gave her money because they thought she was pretty. And if that's the only reason why you wanted to help this woman is because you thought she was pretty, then that's what you get. That's exactly what you get. I don't have no sympathy for you because you shouldn't be stupid. You thought you was going to get a chance or have an opportunity to get with this woman, or if I give her, $100 or, $50 or whatever, and leave my name, or maybe she'll, call me, or, maybe I'll get a chance to be with her. That's what you get for being a simp. That ain't her fault. That's their fault for giving her money. Dummies. Yeah, I remember when he did that. I remember when he did that, RJ. Now that's different to me because he said he was doing it for a specific cause. Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up. Oh no, I don't. No, I don't believe in. I don't believe in giving birth. I don't believe in giving birth at home with just a midwife. I don't believe in doing that because I think that we are too. Now, if the midwife is by your side at the hospital, or if it's a birth center where there are doctors and people there that can help you if anything goes wrong, that's different. But doing it at home, I don't believe in that because anything can go wrong, even with a healthy mother, a perfect pregnancy. At the end, anything could go wrong. Just like my granddaughter, when she was born, Amani, I will never forget this. At the Her mom had been pushing, and the Amani just wouldn't, come all the way down the birth canal. And then they find out that shoulder her shoulder had got stuck up under her mom's pelvis, and she couldn't get out. She was stuck. And those the nurse pushed some kind of panic button. And when I tell you that doctors were coming from everywhere, it was so many doctors and nurses in that room trying to, they had to end up going in and turning the baby because I guess at that point her mom had been pushing for, so long that she had started to go into distress. And they were like, we got to get this baby out of here. So, they made us like move back in the corner, and I couldn't see what they were doing, but I know it was serious when it was like three doctors 3 doctors, and they came in. One of the doctors came in with a stool. She got up on the stool so she could get higher, like basically on top of the mother's stomach. And then the other, it had to be 4 doctors because it was one on the stool, one on each side, and then one, getting that baby out. It was a lot going on. And they told me, had this had happened anywhere other than a hospital, she would not have survived. She wouldn't have made it. That whole midwife having babies at home and stuff, too many things can happen. And I know a young lady that lost her baby at home for this very reason. The baby got stuck some kind of way, couldn't get out, and the baby didn't get enough oxygen. They got her to the hospital because she had been in labor for so long that she had literally broke the blood vessels in her eyes trying to push this baby out. They get her to the hospital, do an emergency C-section, and the baby it was bad. It was so bad. I think he lived 2 days. And he wasn't living. The second day, I think they had him on life support and they were harvesting his organs. So technically, he only lived a day. And this was because they made a choice not to call the ambulance and get her to the hospital sooner. So I do not advocate having and I know that women, had kids at home, but a lot of those kids died too. A lot of them died because the midwives are just that. They're not doctors. They can only do so much. So I know this is kind of off subject, but I don't advocate that. I really don't. I want all my grandkids to be born at the hospital, especially after going through that myself, watching this happen. I don't believe in that. Sonny said, exactly. My older sister tried to have birth at home with no assistance, and sure enough, she still had to go to the hospital to get the boy out. You never know what's going to happen. Because my first son was so easy. Even though I was in labor for a couple of days, it wasn't like, and I think the only reason why they kept me in the hospital was because my blood pressure was so high. I could have labored at home because I really wasn't in that much pain, but my blood pressure was high. So they kept me at the hospital. Now, when it was time to actually give birth, I only had to push a couple of times and he came on out. I guess he was like, look, I want to get up out of here anyway. But my second son, I feel like the death angel itself was just circling around. I was in so much pain. I was in so much pain. I literally wanted to give up. I mean, that second one legit made me not want to ever have another child. It was horrible. Horrible. So you just never know. I mean, they were both, I never, like, my kids were, they weren't never in distress or, was not like an emergency C-section or anything like that. Now, after he was born, I did hemorrhage, but that was after he was born. He was fine. It was my body that decided to just, huh? Let's do this. No, stop doing that. But I don't believe that, I just believe that medicine is so advanced. Why would you want to take a chance like that to have a child in a position where something can happen and there's no one there to take care of you? So I don't know. With this situation, RJ said, why can't you send money? High foreign entities. My thing is this: when it comes to sending money, if you don't want to send it, don't. If you worried about where your money gonna go, then don't give them no money. You know what I mean? Because I can put up a GoFundMe right now and say that the money is going towards my ultra. Can you guys help me pay for my plane ticket to Cuba? Now, how you know I'm really going? You just gonna take my word for it? You just trust me because I've been watching Almost Room for years. Like I know that she's already been through one initiation, and if she says she's going to Cuba, she's going to Cuba. But how do you know that I'm really going to Cuba? How do you know that I'm not going to take that donation money and go buy me a car? You don't. You're just trusting me. And that's what these people did for Ari. They trusted her. They trusted that she was gonna use that money to, for food or gas or, whatever. And then people were saying stuff like, well, she looked too clean to be homeless. Or how does a homeless person go to Starbucks every day? Homeless people can't have Starbucks. Homeless people don't like coffee. So what do homeless people drink? Water? Y'all, these people crazy. Like homeless people can't wash their clothes. She gotta be dirty because she homeless. She got a car. She has a car. So she could drive to the nearest laundromat. There are laundromats everywhere. You just go to the laundromat and wash your clothes. That's not a big deal. You don't have to be dirty just because you homeless. Just because you living in your car. There are a lot of people who are I watch a couple of couples who do RV life. They clean. They take a shower, or they go places. Well, they normally go to RV parks on military bases. So normally the places that they go to have facilities. They have like full bathrooms with showers and toilets and all of that kind of stuff. They make sure they go to places like that so that they'll have a place to take a shower and use the bathroom and decent places. They're not dirty. They go wash their clothes. They even make videos sometimes with them going to the laundromat. And they live in an RV. All of the RV people that I see, they always look clean. They, hair is always done. Peggy, either she has on a cute wig or she has, her hair braided or whatever. So just because you live in your car, don't mean you nasty. Oh yeah, I'm not. Child, I wouldn't give a dime to a Cash App Palooza. Not a dime. But I don't give my money to people anyway, though. I'm not. I don't fall for these sob stories. Somebody on the coming on with, oh, I live in my car, I don't have no family, I got this I got my own life going on. Shit, I don't have a car. She doing better than me. She got a car. I don't even have a car. Like, we have a car, but it's my husband. Well, it's not my husband's car, because if he hear me say that, he gonna get mad. It's our car. But I want my own car. I want a car. We have an SUV. I want a car. A smaller vehicle. My boyfriend works at Walmart. At least one of his coworkers lives out of his car. Allegedly, sometimes he smells a little bit because he cannot take showers at every convenience. He parks the car at Walmart. Walmart does it depends on the Walmart, because the Walmart out here don't do that. They have signs up, no overnight parking, and they have security that patrols the parking lot to make sure you don't park there at night. For one thing, there is a Amazon facility on the other side of that on the other side of the Walmart. And so, I'm pretty sure they're trying to keep that area, keep the riffraff and stuff down. So that particular Walmart has no overnight parking. But I think the other Walmart that we go to must have overnight parking, because I've seen RVs there at night when we went to the Walmart kind of late. I've seen RVs parked there, so they must have um, overnight parking. So it does depend on the Walmart, because I know one of the Walmarts that we used to go to, it used to be trucks parked out there, even like big trucks, 18 wheelers or whatever those trucks are. Um, uh, Parked behind the Walmart. So it depends on the Walmart. I mean, I feel sorry for people who are living in their cars because they have to. And California is so expensive. It probably is a lot of people, more people probably living in their cars than we really realize. Now, is this woman living in her car because she has to? Or is she living in her car because it's a YouTube storyline? That's the part that, people don't know. I think that's the part that is irritating some people. Like, is she doing this for a storyline? Because, okay, if she's doing it for a storyline and people are donating to her, then it's wrong. But it's still the people's fault. It's not her fault. Because she's not holding anybody at gunpoint for their money. You're giving it to her. So that's not her fault. You should be more diligent with your pockets. I'm not giving nobody a dime until I figure out like what's really going on with their situation. Till I know for sure. I'm not just gonna see you one day and the next day I'm just opening my pockets, my wallet. Here, girl, here, girl, here. Hell no. Am I familiar with the Masley family? No. Are they here on YouTube? Because I need some more people to watch. Because this story with this girl is starting to irritate me. And I ain't mad at her. I'm mad at the people. I'm mad at the people that's making these videos about her. And the stuff that they're saying about her. And how much attention they're putting into this whole situation. Like, some of these people are starting to look obsessed with this girl. I mean, it's Texas. They probably do patrol the parking lot, but just if a car dwelling person is confronted, it's like, oh well, as long as not trying to cook meth and sell it, it's okay to sleep. Yeah, I think out here they make you leave though. Like, they just don't want that in the parking area. Because, I see some people saying that, you know, they will try to find areas to sleep in, like residential areas and stuff. And I'm pretty sure, because we have an HOA out here, and I'm pretty sure if somebody saw a car that, they were unfamiliar with, the person that, what do they call the person on your block that, like, they have a person on the block that's I don't want to say is in control of the block, but they're the ones that can contact the HOA if something weird is going on. Well, I'm pretty sure that person would call the police and contact the HOA to, have them come out and look and see what was going on. My eye is still bothering me, y'all. And I used it's been windy since yesterday. And every time the wind kicks up, my allergies and my eyes get to running and acting crazy. They are bad. The lady is a scammer with a large family. Oh, I'll have to check them out then. Give me somebody else to talk about. Let me see if I can find it. What is it called? The Masley. Oh, yeah. I think I watched them a while ago. I didn't know they were scamming. They scamming now? I thought they just had a regular family. I didn't know they were scamming. Yeah, I haven't seen their videos in a while. Yeah, it's been a long time. I didn't realize they had all them kids. When they have all them kids? I'm gonna have to check them out. Yeah, HOAs don't play. And in a sense, you are happy that they don't play because you know you're going to live in a neat and clean environment. But then in another sense, like you can't change the color of your door. It's crazy shit. Like your grass has to be a certain way and all this stuff. So that's the downside of having a HOA. But the good side is, it's gonna be clean. You don't have to worry about riffraff and people having 50, 11 dozen cars in their driveway and just crazy stuff. So it's good on one hand, and then on the other hand, it's not. Yeah, you gotta, out here, you gotta keep your grass cut short. If your grass turn brown, they get mad. Like, for a while, we were having water, during that drought period. You wasn't supposed to be out there watering your grass and stuff because we were conserving water. Because for a while, they were like asking people not to even have grass, like plant cactus and succulents and stuff that don't require a lot of water. But shit, people want grass. This California. You want green stuff. Like you don't want your yard to look like you live in Arizona or somewhere where grass um don't grow because it's so hot and stuff. But yeah, they'll get on you about the craziest stuff. A friend of mine during Black History Month, she had put this really nice fabric on the front part of her door, that her door had like glass. And so in that glass, she had put like this really pretty African print fabric for Black History Month. Honey, her HOA was like, that's too busy. Take that down. I was like, what? She was like, girl, yeah. The HOA was like, you can't have that in your doorway because it takes away from it's too busy and it makes the rest of the houses look. This my house. But that's and when they tell you stuff, they'll send you the bylaws and all that stuff, and if you don't take it down, they'll fine you, and so you just rather go on and take the shit down than deal with their ass. Yeah, they have a whole color scheme where we live, and all of the houses are all it's only like 5 colors, so you got to stay within that color range. If you want to paint your house, you either paint it the same color that it is, or you got to go with one of the other colors. And if you decide to go with one of the other colors, your neighbors on both sides have to approve it. So you may as well just keep the house the color it is. If you want to repaint, just repaint the same color. So you don't have to go through No rigmarole. So I don't know. This Ari situation, I'm hoping for her that this just blows over. Cause I know at this point she has to be irritated. Because it's no fun having thousands of people on your ass every day. Just overwhelmed with comments, and people are probably emailing her and everything. That's overwhelming, especially when you're not used to that mess. I remember when I only had like one or two people. For a minute, I had a little hate train. It was only two or three people on the train, but those two or three people got on my nerves because like that had never happened to me before. And I was like, damn, people like really, I mean, they was emailing me, they was sending me stuff in email, they was contacting me on Instagram. Like, it was legit crazy. Just like, I didn't believe people would go that far, like be that mad at me and go that far as to do stuff like that. And that irritated me. And it wasn't even to the level that this young lady, like I had one person making, you know, two people making like disparaging videos about me and stuff. And that shit got on my nerves. But can you imagine you open your computer and it's just video after video after video? Now, when people Google her channel, all these other videos are going to come up. All of the bad videos will come up with hers, because those bad videos are now basically connected to her channel, unfortunately. And it don't go away. It's not going to go away. And I know that that's not what she wanted for her channel. Yeah, she can't paint her house or garage pink. Not with no HOA. You have to live in an area that don't have an HOA to do stuff like that. So, I'm really hoping that um I'm hoping for the best. I always root for the underdog. I'm hoping for the best for her. I don't like to see people get just bullied. Even if she did do something wrong, even if, still, god damn. It's just make one video. It don't have to be. Yeah. They was doing all kind of crazy shit, impersonating people and saying that they was one person, and that shit was so crazy. So I can't even imagine what this young lady is going through. I just wouldn't want to do it. So let me say this. So, let me see. How long have I been doing this? I gotta go back to my Facebook. And look. Is it on? It's on there. Let me go back. I think I'm on week 3 of my exercise. I think I'm on week 3. And somebody on YouTube has started a exercise. I'm just gonna say I'm on week 3 because I don't feel like going back that far. I think I am though. So somebody on YouTube has started a um, exercise challenge to do like 20 minutes a day. I think 20 minutes a day. And I said, yeah, I'm really thinking about doing that. Well, one other person got on and, was just like most of you content creators on YouTube, you fat, you overweight, you ugly, you this, you that. And this person is not the prettiest by any standards. No hair. Something wrong with their eyes. Big goiter. Glasses. Living in a van. And just was, just going in. And I'm pretty sure she wasn't talking about me. But because I am overweight, you threw me in that category, and now I got to defend my plus size sisters. Because just because I'm overweight does not mean I'm ugly by any standard. And the rest of my plus size sisters are not ugly either. Now, they may be ugly on the inside. They may have some ugly tendencies. But just because you're overweight does not make you ugly. And I just, for grown women to still be using weight as a put down is just irritating to me. I thought we left that shit in high school. I really did. But when I see the situation that some of these people are in, I can tell, their mentality. Like they're hurt. So they will do anything to hurt other people. And I'm not saying for, when people call me fat, I've been called fat so much that, but you're not ugly just because you're overweight. My beauty is not tied to my weight. I'm beautiful, period. Yeah, fitness it's there's some days when I get up in the morning and I'll be like, yes, I'm about to go out here and walk. I'm about to do this. And just like this morning, I woke up too early. I couldn't go back to sleep. I was hot. I I fell asleep last night and forgot to crack the window. So when I woke up, I just woke up in a pool of sweat. I was hot. I was just so I got up and like cracked the window, went to the bathroom, wiped myself down real good. And after doing all that, I woke myself up. But I laid back down, tried to go back to sleep, and it took me a long time to go back to sleep. And when I did get up, I was like, oh God, we got to go to the store and get Gizmo's food. So he looking at me like, food? Not yet, baby. I'm gonna feed you when I get off here, okay? Mommy promise. So I didn't walk. And so now, the sun is too high. Like it's pretty warm today. I'm probably gonna wait until like 4 o'clock or whatever. Let's see. Yeah, it's 78 degrees. And it's not, I think it's windy. If it's windy a little bit, then it won't feel as bad. But yeah, I don't want to walk right now because, we at the peak. We at the peak of the sun. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock. So, and it's gonna get 86 degrees later. Well, 84 by 5 o'clock. So, I probably wait until like maybe 6 to walk because it's too hot right now. Unless I walk around in the backyard. It's not easy, especially after you get to a certain age. And, with me having issues with my thyroid, it's just not easy for me to lose weight. It really isn't. And it hasn't been in a long time. And, when you get out here and you on week 3, like, and I legit been getting up every morning. I haven't been drinking any sodas. Like, this is the first iced coffee I've had in a while. I always limit that to one, and I'll sip on this for hours. Um, Other than that, I'm just drinking like sparkling water and regular water. I'm not drinking any sodas. And I've been, watching my diet. I've increased my fruits and vegetables and stuff. But, in 3 weeks the scale still looks the same. Like my clothes, I can tell are fitting a little looser. But the scale basically still looks the same. It takes a while for, your body to adjust to even exercising every day and losing weight. And I feel like, women should be more encouraging than, but I know this is YouTube and we don't know how to encourage each other. It's easier to put somebody down than it is to encourage them. It's easier to think the worst about someone than to think, what if Ari was doing all of this stuff? What if she was doing all of this to really make money and finally go back to Arkansas and show everybody I made it big? Let me get my son back. What if this was, her master plan to try to get her child back? Make enough money to, you know, get her a place and get her child back. Who knows? But I really think people should just leave her alone. We get it. The shit has been proven. We get it. Now, I am going to be reviewing her channel, but I don't have anything against this woman. I don't know her. I don't have anything against her. I don't dislike her. And to be honest, I don't care what happened in her past. Because what happened between her and her child and her grandmama and her daddy and her auntie and her ex-boyfriend don't have shit to do with me. I got my own life in California. I got my own kids and my own grandkids. I don't give a damn about Ari and her life. These videos are made for entertainment purposes only. When I shut down this laptop, I don't think about this woman or her child or her life or the simps that gave her money. I don't care nothing about them. And when I close this computer, that's it. I'm not going to look for who she used to be in a relationship. I don't care. And y'all shouldn't either. Y'all shouldn't. Leave that woman alone. Let that woman live her life. If you don't want to support her, then don't. If you don't want to give her no money, then don't. But don't hate on the people that's giving her money. That's their money. It ain't coming out your bank account. I don't care how much money they get that woman. Shit. It ain't coming out my account. Long as my Chase account ain't being touched. That's the only thing I care about. Them other people, they own their own. So, that's it, y'all. Girl, my metabolism been gone. Okay? I think my metabolism left the chat when I was first diagnosed with hypothyroidism. I think that was it. My metabolism was like, bye girl, bye. Honey, she packed her bags and she ain't been seen since. And that was probably early 30s when I was diagnosed. My metabolism packed her bags and left. And she has not been seen. But that's just part of my story. That's that. I love you guys. And I appreciate you all so much for coming. My core members, you guys don't know how much I appreciate you. Because I just be on here telling my members that, yeah, I'm about to post the reading for the week. And don't be posting that shit. Y'all still love me. I appreciate that. But I'm really about to do it now. So if you're a member of the channel, be looking out today after I feed Gizmo. I'm going to post the reading for the week. And I'm probably going to eat the rest of my Mexican food from yesterday. I still got food left over. I can eat all that food. I still got food left over from yesterday from the Mexican restaurant. So that's what I'm about to do. You ready to eat? You ready to eat? You ready to eat? Him so cute. Y'all want to see my baby? He's asleep. Where is he? There he is. There he is, mommy. I'm tired. He just got back from. He went to the store with us to get his dog food. So he just got back from a ride. We went there and then we went to the grocery store and I went in and got my stuff. And my husband sat out in the car with him. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I'm supposed to do one every week, Phoenix. I'm supposed to do one at the beginning of every week, every Monday. That's always my plan. And then I get busy and forget and stuff, but I'm really going to do it today. So as soon as I feed him, I'm going to upload that. I'm glad you're here too, Sunny. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being here, Phoenix. I really, really appreciate you, sweetheart. And RJ and whoever else is still here, thank you for coming. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to talk about something else. Because we done talked about Ari for 2 days. So tomorrow we'll figure out. Y'all, my glasses is still broke. I still haven't made it to the dollar store. So if they looking wonky, that's because this side is I'm about to lose these glasses. And we still didn't make it to the dollar store. So hopefully I'll do that tomorrow. So I'll see you guys later. I love you. Bye.